Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So the most important question you can ask yourself over the age of 40 is my foundation making me look older? Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. So the first thing you have to know about foundations is that they were not created to completely cover up the skin. They were created to help uneven tone. They were helped to make the skin not look as sallow, really maybe warm up the skin, help minor concealing. That's really a foundation, just really evening out the tone. Now, if you're not applying a moisturizer and oil, depending on your skin type, prior to putting on a foundation, it doesn't matter what kind of foundation you're using. It's not going to look right. I've said this a lot in my YouTube videos about if you don't prep the skin, if you don't exfoliate, if you have dry skin, you have flaky skin, and then you put a foundation over, whether it is a cream, whether it is a liquid, you're going to see that texture, that flakiness, that dryness in your skin. It's not going to look the way you want to. You have to really consider your skincare over 40, what you're doing, how you're prepping your skin before you put on a foundation. If you're not using a face primer before you put on your foundation, you are making your foundation look older on your skin. And I show a lot in my tutorials, different face primers that I have used really help the skin. I show my face primer that I use. We have it in clear and we have a tinted. I use it on my Fierce Aging series. It's beautiful. It really fills in the fine lines and wrinkles. It blurs the skin. The skin becomes like glass. So when you put on your foundation, when you put on your concealer, it literally just is like so smooth on the skin. It's incredible. You will see a big difference if you've never used a face primer. I also have shown you the Elemis Superfood Glowing Priming Moisturizer, Kubacha Glow Moisturizer. It's beautiful. It has little glow to it, so you can put this on first. Your skin looks so just beautiful and dewy. I also have showed you for priming, moisturizing the face base from Bobbi Brown. This is a vitamin-rich face base. Again, it's going to hydrate the skin. It's going to prime the skin. So these are things to consider before you put on your foundation to really help your skin as it's aging. And it's really, it's a real superpower when if you've never used a primer and you put the primer on, you're gonna say, oh my gosh, why haven't I been using this before? When your foundation does not match your skin tone, you are making yourself look older with foundation. So if you have really cool skin, so say you have skin like mine, I'm more of a cool neutral, right? So if I have light skin like this and I go lighter or I match my skin, I'm almost making myself not look healthy because I need to warm up my skin. So if I was going really light, and you've seen that I've tested out a lot of different foundations on my YouTube channel, and sometimes I'm like, well, this is a little light, but we'll work with it. We're testing texture, we're testing the formulation. I make myself look like a little scary because I'm too washed out. I need to warm up my skin. So as we age, we should be warming our skin so it does look healthier, that we don't look like we're off on that color. So if you're really cool and you're going really ashy cool, that's going to be a problem. You're going more blues, it's too cool for you. You need to just warm it up a little bit. I'm not saying to do yellow. I'm saying that there are neutrals you can go into between the cool and the warm. There are neutral territories that you could find. Now, if you have warmer skin, you don't want to go too warm and then you end up in that orange family where it starts to make your skin look unhealthy. So it's really important to find the right foundation color for your skin, making sure that you're warming up the skin, you're looking healthy, you're looking like it is your skin tone, but you're not going too deep and you're not going too light. A powder foundation is going to make your skin definitely look older. It's going to gather in your fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to look ashy. It's going to look powdery on the skin. It's going to look dull. It's not going to look glowy and luminous. As we age, our skin does get drier. And so we want to bring back that glow. We want to bring back that hydration, that youthfulness to our skin. And by putting on a powder foundation, that's not going to do the trick. So you want to move into maybe a liquid foundation, maybe a tinted moisturizer, maybe a BB cream, a CC cream, something that's going to really feed your skin, give it that glow, give it that moisture that it needs to really look the best it can. You're going to want to use the right tool to blend the foundation into the skin. So if you're using your fingers, you're going to get that blotchy, that streaky, kind of goopy look with the foundation. That's really not the way to go because it will make your face look older. You want to go in with a foundation buffing brush. So you can buff it into the skin. It almost becomes like one skin. You don't have streaks. It's like worked into the skin. You can use a foundation brush, so you can really just get that foundation into the skin. You don't want to buff it. If that's maybe not your style of application, you can work it in with a foundation brush that's flat, or you can go in with a beauty blender, a beauty sponge. There's a lot of these that are at the drugstore. You can get them very inexpensive, wetted, and you can push it into the skin. This is going to make you look more youthful. This is going to be a great application for you. So a beauty blender, a foundation brush, or a foundation buffing brush. So just like the tools of blending your foundation to make your foundation not age you, also how you're blending your foundation. So this is really important. So what you're going to want to do, whether you use a cream foundation, you use a tinted moisturizer, use a BB cream, CC cream, whatever you're using, you're going to want to put it on the concentration of the foundation or whatever medium you're using in the middle of your face. So just down like the T-zone and on the sides. This is where we have the most redness or discoloration. Then you're going to take your beauty blender, your foundation buffing brush, what have you. You're going to work it into the skin and it's going to be buffed out to the outer part of your face. Concentration on is in the middle part of your face. That's where you want most of your foundation, and then you're blending it out to the outer part of your face. This is very important. So you want it to really look like one skin. You don't want to mask your whole face. So when you do this, you can go back in with your concealer. So you might not need as much concealer as you really thought, or color correction, because now you have the foundation on first. It's an interesting technique, going out to the sides and then going back in and putting a little eye brightener, maybe a little concealer, making your skin look more youthful and not having your foundation age you. And the formulation is so important, getting it right for your skin type. So say you have really dry skin. You're going to want to look for foundations that have call-out words like illuminating, hydrating, has hyaluronic acid in it. That's very important. I have a skin tint here that does say that, hyaluronic skin tint. This is from Hourglass. It's called Illusion. Really beautiful. So you're going to want to look at products when you're buying them and looking at them and saying, oh, intensive skin serum foundation. This has bamboo grass, lychee extracts. This is the Bobbi Brown I've showed you before. That is a serum foundation. They repackaged it, so it's a little bit different, but it's not in a dropper anymore. But those are really important. Here's another one, Luminous Silk. Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation, Giorgio Armani. That's really important for you if you have dry skin. You want to illuminate the skin. You want to hydrate the skin. Now, if you have really oily skin, you're going to want to look for more mattifying. So you're not wanting to add to the oil. You don't want to add to the shine. You really want to control that. So those are some really important call outs because, ladies, your foundation is so important. Whether you use a BB cream, you use a tinted moisturizer, you use a cream formulation, very important to get the color right, to get the formulation right, to apply it properly. You don't want to be using a product that mostly all of us do because it gives us confidence, it evens out our skin tone. We feel really beautiful when we do use the right color, when we use the right formulation, and we really can go out into the world. So you really want to pay attention to that. Prepping your skin properly, not allowing a foundation to age you because you might be using the wrong color, or you might be using the wrong formulation, or you might be using the wrong application technique. You've been using your hands and not understanding why it didn't look flawless or beautiful. So these are really important tips, but also take a picture of yourself, take a selfie, and when you're putting on your foundation, and see does the color look, put it be out in real light. Does the color look right? Does it look healthy? Does it look like it's too light, it's too dark? I always think taking pictures of yourself, whether it's for style, whether it's for makeup, it's so interesting and such a great tool when you do it and you can look at it and say, wow, I I didn't really think it looked like that, or I didn't think that outfit looked like that. It's a great way to really kind of inventory what you're using and how you're really feeling when you see it on your phone. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed that, and until my next video, I'll see you later.